Happy Wednesday. It is your Morning Minute, 5280 Sports Network. Shawn Drotar, Nate Lundy. Welcome to it. You're halfway through the week. It is the Broncos bye week, so not a whole lot going on other than apparently sex tapes in Cancun. Come on, let's be honest. If there was going to be one, you knew it was going to be Vaughn, right? I mean, let's be honest with each other. You figured that was going to happen. What a gold-digging creep this woman is. But enough about that. Shawn, the college football playoff rankings came out last night, the continual weekly incarnation that I can't stand, but it certainly makes for good fodder. If I had told you in mid-August that CU would be in the top 10 when we got to the middle point of November, I think you probably would have thought I was on some sort of drug, maybe heroin. But
we're talking about the skiing team.
Yeah, or we were talking about skiing or cross country or one of those that CU is always very good at. But here they are now in the top 10. You being a CU alum are as positive as could be about this team because you love them, but there's a couple of tough games remaining on the schedule starting this weekend.
There really are, and I've said this on the radio show as well. I think that they deserve their ranking based on the record and based on everything that's happened, but I don't get the feeling that Colorado is truly the 10th best team in college football. I think that's something of a mirage. Nevertheless, they're in that position, so if you hold serve, you now get 2 games at home against ranked opponents. If you go ahead and win those both, you put yourself in an interesting spot. But I think it's important for CU as an organization and for its fans not to get too wrapped up in this, because even if they were to lose the next 2 games, an 8-4 season puts them in a good bowl. They've still overachieved. At this point, you want to get excited about it, but CU's not winning the national championship. This is gravy, but it's an opportunity. No, they're not. And it's an opportunity for them to really continue to take advantage of some national exposure they haven't had in years and build themselves up for recruiting that now they can keep this and make it sustainable as opposed to a one-year blip.
Said on the show this morning that was part of it, is the fact that these 2 final games are on national television. Win, lose, draw, close, blowout, whatever they happen to be. These are the kinds of things that are stepping stones that build things for you in 2017, 18, 19 when it comes to recruiting classes. And here you had, back in August, like I said, a coaching situation in Mike McIntyre where ESPN considered him the #1 coach on the hot seat. And now here you are with the number 10 team in the country and 2 home games left to go. Very favorable schedule, very tough matchups, especially this weekend against Washington State that can put points on the board and do it in a hurry. However, they are at home. They have a good defense. I think that they can perform well. Speaking of performing well, last night the Avalanche got a win. This was the kind of win that I kept saying they had to have here early on in the season. You've got an LA Kings team that was limping into the Pepsi Center, had not been playing well. You can't lose those games. You've got to get those points, and they did it 4-1.
Yeah,
very big win.
The end of a 5-game road trip for the Kings, too. So you have to finish the team off when they're finishing a road trip in Denver at altitude. They did do that. Now the question is, can they do it to start rolling a little bit? Varlamov was very good in net.
Yes.
Made a lot of big-time stops. They end up getting quite a few goals and some contributions from guys you don't normally expect. Blake Como was very, very good as well. So I think you have an opportunity for the Avs to maybe start rolling. And you have to, because they have not started well. You better start moving quick, because this season can spiral out of control faster than people think.
And speaking of hockey, on the radio show this morning, you can find the interview archived at milehighsports.com, 5280sportsnetwork.com. But had DU head coach Jim Montgomery. Congratulations to the Pios. They are #1 in the country right now in the hockey polls. They've also got 2 home games this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night at Magnus against Miami of Ohio. So when we speak of hockey, we don't want to leave out DU with their #1 ranking. Congratulations to the Pioneers. Still early, as Coach Montgomery told us this morning, you want to be #1 at the end of the year, not right now, but certainly very good credit for what Montgomery's team is doing. We'll continue to roll through the Broncos bye week with you on the radio show tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., Mile High Sports, AM 1340, FM 1047, and of course the videos, the podcasts, everything. You just launched a new Nuggets podcast, yourself and Matt Smith. And that is posted up at 5280 Sports Network as well. So lots of content for you as you go through the bye week. Have no fear. We will continue to report the breaking news involving anyone with a sex tape, including our own Ryan Green, who's on the other side of the camera right now. For Shawn Drotar, I'm Nate Lundy. See ya.